Good evening and welcome to the Monday, December 20th episode of whatever the world you want to call this thing. My head's still a banging, but I'm here for you. The headache this morning has done nothing all day long but get worse. I'm going to stay on as long as I can. I make no promises at how long. It may be a half hour, it may be an hour. The lights and everything are important to be able to be seen. Sadly enough, they're not doing anything but making it worse. That's why I've been in the dark most of the day. Let me go and get this thing synced in here. People start arriving, I can actually see the chat. Oh, there I is. I'll tell you what, Rusty, that would actually be better than what my head is going through right now. Right now, I'm feeling like I fell out of a bloody tree and landed on the root on the back of my head. It is hurting like crazy. I don't think I have ever felt pain like this in my life. And it's like my neck over here is where I'm always hurting in the morning. I wake up, my neck's stiff, but this thing has moved all around the back of my neck and it's creeping up the right side of my head, right behind my ear. It feels like somebody is like drilling right there in my head. So I hope you're having a better Monday than I am, is all I can say. Let me see if I can adjust that light just a little bit. That's, oh my God. That's making it throb. Mm. Yeah, winter. I don't think winter is anybody's friend, to be honest with you. I think it's just a crude necessity of life. If you're going to live someplace that gets cold, then it's just a crude necessity of life. Hey, fishing. Oh, believe me, I remember dealing with toothaches. They are not your friend in any way, shape, or form. I had the same enamel problem that my dad did. The enamel started chipping off my teeth when I was about 14. By the time I was 30, there was no enamel left on my teeth whatsoever. I seen a dentist when I was in Texas, and he said that a lot of people that have uh, a higher amount of native blood in them, their body can't process the preservatives and stuff that they put in meats and things, and that it just makes your enamel brittle. I actually chipped my first tooth eating a banana. I think I was 16, and I broke the point off one of my not an eye tooth, but one of the lower ones directly under the eye tooth. AJ, good to see you. Then again, I mean, God, who knows? Who knows? This headache could be completely due to stress. I've been stressing out about everything for the last few weeks, and
Miss Hoyt's Wednesday at 6 o'clock.
oh,
Remember now?
yeah,
Miss Hoyt's.
I knew it was somebody.
When I just drove past, she has the creepiest, at least in the dark, lit up on the porch, angel thing in front of the door, inside on the porch, and it like creeped me out. And I was like, oh, Wednesday, Miss Hoyt's. That's where we go Wednesday. So yeah, Miss Hoyt's, 6 o'clock Wednesday.
Oh, okay. But I hope everybody else had a decent Monday. We are down practically 4 days till Christmas. I can't wait to get it over with. This is the first year that I have, and I think for my entire life, I've not looked forward to Christmas. I just want to get it over with, get to New Year's, and get this new year started. Just hope and pray that it's better than the last. The nice thing about this week, you know, my wife is off 2 days or 3 days this week. She of course is doing her annual go out and run around with her friend from school Wednesday. They'll go out, have dinner, have a few drinks. Her friend will pay for everything. Thursday, her and I are supposed to go get what Christmas we can, probably mostly stocking stuffers. And Friday she'll go back to work. Friday night, all the family will, well, most of the family will get together here at the house and do the stocking thing, and that's it. Saturday's just a traditional Christmas. Let me see here. Terry, hope you're doing well today, dear. I don't remember who it was the other day. Suggested bumper stickers. I checked into bumper stickers, and I can do a 3 3/4 inch by 15 inch. I have to order them 10 at a time. They're about roughly $5 a piece. Or I can do a 3 inch by 11 1/2 inches, and they're roughly $4 a piece. So that's going to be an option for the future. But once again, with that company, I have to order them 10 at a time. So no, I ain't doing it now, Rusty. We don't. Number one, I ain't got no money to waste. I think I have $1.75 in quarters in my pocket. I ain't got the money to waste. Believe me, I ain't doing that stuff now. I'm talking about in the future. In the future. Oh, let me see here. What else? Started working today on the video for tomorrow. It is going to be on the origins and history of the Christmas stocking. Ooh. Hey, it's got to do with Christmas. I mean, come on. Actually, I found a really good history of why we hang Christmas stockings, the meaning behind the Christmas stocking. Believe it or not, it dates back several hundred years. And it wasn't a stocking originally, it was a boot. How the stocking thing came about was a complete fluke and very possibly based on a joke. Anyway, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. It's a humorous story, but it's a very historic and well told story. Here's a sticker for you. If you're going to ride my rear, at least pull my hair. I was thinking about, I mean, me personally, only because, you guys have managed to all corrupt me over the last couple years. I personally was going to say something about, does this bumper sticker make my ass look big? But I mean, that's just me. I only have 2 magnets on my tailgate. We actually don't have anything on our tailgate. I like that though. If you're gonna ride my rear, at least pull my hair. How about if you're gonna ride me this fast, at least buy me dinner first? I bet you look down at all the boys. Is that just a Hemi in your pocket, or are you happy to see me? I used to say to the kids, brake check. They knew what that meant. Oh, but yeah, I know I told you guys briefly this morning that my head was just banging. I left as soon as I got done doing my recording and stuff for tomorrow's video and a little piece that I recorded for Santee for his video on Saturday. I shut this place down, turned off the lights, pulled the blinds in the bedroom, and just laid there in somewhat dark, and watched movies today. I I tried to stay away from the light as much as possible, and it just got worse and worse and worse. And frankly, I can't take any more painkillers. I take any more painkillers, my liver is going to try to crawl out through my butt and make an escape. So, working on some music whilst we chat. Did you watch 1883? No, I didn't. I didn't want to get started on. I was on Paramount Plus though, but I wasn't going to start that and then her come home from work and want to watch something else. So I tortured her with the first. Well, I didn't torture her. I watched the first 4 episodes of Knight Rider on Netflix. She came in at the end of the fourth episode, and then I flipped over to Tomb Raider, and I think I still do, Terry. For some reason, for the last week or so, I've been waking up, and my head's, I mean, just pretty much stuck like this. I have to sit and just keep rubbing to get my head to straighten up. And but this morning, I had a kink in my neck that woke me up about 20 after 3, and I got out of bed, and well, I had a kink in my neck, and I had the beginnings of a headache back in the back of my head. And I went on, threw my pillows on the floor, and got down there at the side of the bed and covered up with my throw blanket, and I fell asleep comfortably with my head supported that way, thinking the weight of my shoulders and stuff would slowly work that kink out of my neck. And when I woke up at 5:30, the kink was gone, but just the whole back of my head was hurting, and it has slowly moved over to right here on this side, and it's just a throb, just a constant throb. It's a tumor. I started to watch. Yeah, I live large. I live large. I started to watch 1883. It was time to hit the sack because 4 a.m. wake up call. Yeah. Yeah, it's always hard. That's one of the reasons I think I stay up so late, is to watch all those shows that, I want to watch. Because I mean, I spend most of my days in here, and when I watch my shows, I watch them at night after she goes to sleep. That's how I discovered Yellowstone in the first place. Was she went to sleep, and I was flipping through the channels, and just happened to run across it. Whew. But I am going to stay on here as long as I can possibly stand the light, guys. Just because I'm not up to par, just because I don't feel good, is no reason to not do a stream. It's the only communication we have with each other, and frankly, I enjoy it. So, why would I punish you guys because I don't feel good? I'm a tough dude. I can take it. My granddaughter brought me shampoo in a bar form. It's the best shampoo I ever used. Huh. That's interesting. Don't forget to guys, at in 40 minutes, um, What the Paranormal is going to be doing a dedication, final farewell to Traveling Buddy. Um, I went over there and paid my respects, left a message before I started this, and they already had 6 people waiting and um, several comments. So, well, that's good, Terry. I mean, I'm sure you actually have plenty of hair. When I had my head shaved, I just used soap. Well, I didn't have it shaved. I mean, my hair was yay long, but I just used soap to wash it. Saves so much money on shampoo. Get that old loofah all lathered up, do my head, lather it up again, do the rest of me, rinse it all at once. Boom, I'm done. I'm out. Hey, Templar, eating dinner but listening. That's cool. That's cool. Not really saying a whole lot of anything. The old cranial cavity's still banging like crazy. So I'm not really saying much. I'm waiting for somebody else to pick up the conversation, but nobody's taking that casual hint. She's a tree hugger and hates plastic bottles. She works for the state testing water and counting wildlife. Yeah, I think you've talked about her before. That sounds very, very familiar. I'm pretty sure you've mentioned her before in here. Hey, Joe. Good to see you, bud. Trying to tune a new guitar takes several days for the strings to stretch. Oh, yeah. Hey, Mark. Hope you're doing well tonight. Just keep in mind, guys, when I put these videos out, um, like them, share them, comment on them. When you share them out on your social media or whatever, make sure and tell people that you send them to share them out. It's sharing these videos out. It's getting those views. It's going to make us grow faster and going to make my stress levels drop. So, oh, not too bad. Just been talking to people, making arrangements for next year's investigation tour. That's a heck of a list we got going. Mark. I'm very, very pleased with the lists that JoJo's working on, the stuff you've been doing, the stuff Danny's been doing, even the little bit that Tommy's been doing. Oh, Rusty, my savior. Oh, thank God. I hug his skinny butt right now if he was around here. Let us see here. 1606 English colonial expedition to America, consisting of the ships Discovery, Godspeed, and Susan Constant, departs Blackwall, London, to found Jamestown, Virginia. 1790, first successful U.S. cotton mill begins spinning yarn in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, built by Samuel Slater, based on Richard Arkwright's design. Just in time for today's day. Yep, we sure are, bud. 1803, French flag lowered in New Orleans to mark the formal transfer of Louisiana Purchase from France to the U.S. for $27 million. See, my uncle just bought a new guitar called a Smooth Talker. It's the weirdest thing I ever saw. Wow. The Vietnam War reenactments. Yeah, I really hope that too. Justin was in here this morning asking me if I was looking forward to next year's Civil War reenactments, and I don't get to what I could get to. I might be taking up Vietnam, at least as a battlefield correspondent or something. 1820, Missouri imposes a $1 bachelor tax on unmarried men aged between 21 and 50. Yep, taxed for not getting enough. Huh, you've got it. 1850, Hawaiian Post Office established. 1860, South Carolina declares an independent commonwealth and secedes from the Union. 1861, the Battle of Drainesville, Virginia. 1862, Battle of Kelly's Ford, Virginia. I figured, Mark. I figured. Not going to have time to do much more than that. Oh, 1862, Vicksburg campaign begins. Also in 1862, Confederate raid on Union supplies at Holly Springs, Mississippi. Even with a headache and blurry vision, I done caught up. Hey, Murad. Good to see you, bud. It was one hard thing to be stiffed in. Yeah. 1862, Confederate Army Brigadier General Nathan Bedford Forrest occupies Trenton, Kentucky. I'm not doing too awful bad, Murad. I've had a banger of a headache all day long. I woke up with it at about 20 after 3 this morning, and it's just gradually gotten worse all day long. I actually stayed out of here, out from under the lights today, and it didn't help. But I'm back. I'm here. I'm a sucker. I'll do it. I'm a glutton for punishment. Just because I do, it's like I was saying a few minutes ago, just because I don't feel good doesn't mean I should punish everybody else and not do a live stream. 1864, Battle of Fort Fisher, North Carolina. 1865, declare Albemarle Railway opens. Oh, well, me too. I had a really bad headache also. Wow. I think mine's my pillows. I woke up multiple times in the last few weeks with a stiff neck, and yeah, I think it's my pillow. I think I need to switch. the order I have them in. I don't, I was never crazy about memory foam, and that's what I've been sleeping on, but I've got an actual goose down pillow on bottom. I think I'm probably going to switch up. This one's obviously just a few miles down the road from me. Everything that happened in New Jersey is just a few miles down the road from you. 1879, Thomas Edison privately demonstrated incandescent light at Menlo Park. 1880, Battle of Bronkersprout, Transvaal, farmers beat Britain. I'm working on it, Joe. I am working on it. 1880, Battle at Bronkersprout, Transvaal, farmers beat Britain. That was a very important battle. It was so important that it was on Today in History twice. That's when you know that you're dealing with something really important. 1883, International Cantilever Railway Bridge opens at Niagara Falls. 1891, strongman Louis Cyr withstands pull of 4 horses. 1892, pneumatic automobile tire patented, Syracuse, New York. 1893, first state anti-lynching statute approved in Georgia. Really? I would have never guessed that. I have, it's called My Pillow, or chopped up foam. Sometimes that's good, sometimes it's not. Just depends on how old they are. And I've had the foam filled pillows before, and they felt really good for the first couple months. And after that, 1900, Giacobini discovers a comet. Will be the first comet visited by a spacecraft. 1907, explosion at Yolanda, Alabama. Coal mine kills 91. 1919, U.S. House of Representatives restricts immigration. At least they didn't, restrict migration. (1928), Ethel Barrymore Theater opens at 243 West 47th Street, New York City. 1929, Mount Davison dedicated as a San Francisco city park. 1945, rationing of auto tires ends in U.S. 1946, Christmas classic It's a Wonderful Life film premieres in New York, directed by Frank Capra, starring Jimmy Stewart, Donna Reed, and Lionel Barrymore. Clarence. Clarence. They say every time a clown farts, a demon gets its wings. 1951, Walter Zen's experimental breeder reactor 1, the first nuclear reactor to produce electric power, goes live at Argonne National Laboratory, USA. 1956, Montgomery, Alabama removes race-based seat assignments on its buses. Wonder why. Wonder if it has anything to do with a little woman that refused to give her seat up. Music history, 1957, Elvis Presley receives his draft notice to join the U.S. Army for national service. 1962, Osmond Brothers debut on Andy Williams Show. 1966. Now, where would we be in today in history without one of these? 1966, U.S. performs a nuclear test at the Nevada test site. 10,000 tarantulas and Gila monsters go. 1967, Ian Anderson and Glenn Carnick form rock group Jethro Tull. 1968, the Zodiac Killer kills Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday in Vallejo, California. 1969, Peter, Paul, and Mary's cover of John Denver's song Leaving on a Jet Plane reaches #1. Leaving on a jet plane, don't know if I'll be back again. 1971, first preview issue of Miss Magazine is published in the U.S., launched by Gloria Steinem. Oh, Nikita, is it cold? 1975, Joe Walsh recruited to join the Eagles. 1978, H.R. Handelman, Nixon's White House Chief of Staff, released from jail. I'm not going to say anything. You guys expect it. 1984, U.S. performs yet another nuclear test at the Nevada test site. I've said it many times before. I'm really surprised the sand out there isn't glass yet. 1985, sportscaster Howard Cosell retires from television sports after 20 years with ABC. 1986, white teenagers beat blacks in New York City's Howard Beach. I'd like to think that we've evolved since then. I'd like to think it. 1988, NBC signs lease to stay in New York City 33 more years. Hey, JC. Hope you're doing good this evening. Holy crap, did Rusty lose his place? How was your day of baking and stuff today, JC? Oh man, doggone. I hope she's okay. Rusty just remembers all this off the top of his head. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. You're absolutely correct. He's a compendium. 1990, Pentagon warns Saddam that U.S. air power is ready to attack on 115. $1990, the world's first website and server go live at CERN. Palestinian militant Zionist Issa. Okay, just snag it from me. And his wife, Maria, to death for the honor killing of their daughter, Palestina. 1991, a Missouri court sentences the Palestinian militant Zian Issa and his wife Maria to death for the honor killing of their daughter, Palestina. Or something like that. 1992, Northwest and KLM introduced a new joint logo. Worldwide reliability. $1995, American Flight 965 crashes into a mountain in Bogota, Colombia. 159 die, 5 survive. 1996, horror film classic Scream, starring Neve Campbell and Courtney Cox, is released. (2002) U.S. Senator Trent Lott resigns as majority leader. (2005) U.S. District Court Judge Johnny Jones ill rules against mandating the teaching of intelligent design in his ruling of Kitzmiller versus Dover Area School District. 2005, New York City's Transport Workers Union Local 100 goes on strike over pension and wage increases, shutting down all subway and bus services for 3 days. All right, JC. 2006, a judge rules against the death penalty in the case of Naveed Haque, a man convicted in the shooting death and injuries at the Jewish Federation in Seattle. 2009, U.S. President Barack Obama receives his vaccine jab against the swine flu. 2012, Apple is denied a patent for mobile pinch-to-zoom gestures by the U.S. patent authorities. 2012, Intercontinental Exchange purchases the New York Stock Exchange, the largest in the world, for $8 billion. 2014, Ishmael Abdullah Brinsley kills 2 New York Police Department officers in Brooklyn, New York, supposedly in revenge for the killing of Eric Gamer before killing himself. Yeah, that says Ishmael. Ishmael. Call me Ishmael. Hmm. 2017, U.S. House and Senate passed $1.5 trillion tax and job bill, the biggest tax overhaul for decades. (2018) U.S. Defense Secretary Jim Mattis announces his resignation after disagreements with President Donald Trump. 2018, new figures show average U.S. male weighs 198 pounds. I don't know who the hell lied to them about that. And stands 5 feet 9 or lied to them about that. Women 171 pounds and 5 feet 4. That's closer. Hey, Adam. Good to see you. Glad you could make it this evening. 2019, United States Space Force founded an armed forces branch dedicated to space warfare. Really? There's billions and billions of dollars spent, and all they've got so far is a $20 billion flag. 2019, Little Shell Tribe of Chippewa Indians of Montana granted U.S. federal recognition, providing the right to certain legal and government benefits. That's all, folks. Thank you, Rusty, for a very interesting today in history. To infinity and a blob. Yep. until one of them catches a real bad case of Ebola on Uranus, and it's all over them. They are very interesting tidbits. All of his history is interesting little tidbits. Hey, Marco. Good to see you, mi amigo. Thanks for staying up late, coming in and joining us. All right, guys. I'm going to make a run to the outhouse real quick before this gets any worse. I'll be right back. Oh, play nice together. Oh, let me see here. Let you know. Oh, I'm a doing. I'm a doing. Now, if I could just get my head to quit banging, I'd be doing a lot better. I'll be honest about it. Whew. It's still banging, Marco. It's still banging. I've taken about all the pills today that I dare to take. Um, like I said earlier, I take any more pills, my liver is going to try to crawl out of my butt and make an escape while it's still healthy enough to do so. Two shots and a doober fix you right up. Yeah, I done recording for tomorrow's video today. As soon as the live stream was over this morning, I've done a small clip for Santee's video on Saturday, and I shut this place down. I went in the bedroom, closed the blinds, kept the lights off, and kept the volume turned down on the TV, and just kind of laid there and watched TV, and it just got worse and worse and worse. But I'm here. I'm here. Um, Oh yeah, I try. I don't even like to take pills, man. I really honestly I hate taking pills, but this is probably the worst pain I've ever been in my life. I've never had a migraine like this. I mean, it feels like somebody is taking an ice pick right here and just twisting it, and it just, oh God. I had to shut off this light a little bit ago. I mean, it was really starting to make it throb. It's just a steady pain since I shut the light off. But with that light on, it was just constant boom, boom, boom. Hey, Will, good to see you, buddy. Glad you could come in and join us tonight. I went on an 8 mile hike yesterday to film old stagecoach stuff for my channel. So I was hating life this morning. See, your temperatures right now where you're at are, to me, the perfect camping weather, the perfect outdoors weather. Um, it gets into the mid 70s, upper 70s. That's when it starts to get muggy here. In the 60s, low 70s, even into the high 50s. That's my favorite time to be outside, my favorite time to be hiking, my favorite time to be camping. Very possibly, Marco. Um, the neck issues with me um, started not very long after the old channel went down. That's when I really started feeling a lot of stress, and now it's come down to um, I really think the headache is stress related. Um, between um, between losing the channel, losing 900 videos, um, losing my income, not having a Christmas for my family this year. I really think it's stress related. I honestly do. I mean, the closer, the closer we get to Christmas, the more that I'm just kind of, I'm just feeling that weight on my shoulders. That's why I said this morning, I just can't wait to get Christmas over with. This is the first year in my 53 years that I've ever not looked forward to Christmas. Um, so I really honestly think it's all stress. I think it's all stress. The support of the family has fallen back on my wife again, and it's all sitting right here and right here. Yeah, I'm going to slide out of here. Hope you feel better soon. See you Wednesday night. All right, Jay. You take care of yourself, and we'll catch you in a couple days. Hey, Paranormal. Good to see you. Hope you're doing good tonight. let me see here. I mean, my wife crushed the holidays for me. I just woke up, been cramping all day. I'm sorry. That's always a tough time. You know, my little one's going through that now, and it's just, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I say my little one, she ain't that little no more. Marco is 5 hours ahead of me. So it's 1 o'clock in the morning at Marco's place right now. And he's up and talking to us. That's dedication. Of course, I will have tomorrow's video up for you guys before noon. It should only be what, 22 minutes long, maybe 20 minutes long. But still a good little video. Very informative, kind of humorous in places. Can't wait till this year's over. 2019 sucked, 2020 sucked, 2021 sucked. I can't argue. I can't argue. 2019 wasn't too awful bad, I guess. Not here. 2020, 2021, if they were actually long enough to suck, that would have been something. But it seems like both years just blew right by. I mean, it just seems like it was just a couple months ago that I was doing that 24-hour stream last year to break in New Year's. And here it is, almost New Year's again. Hey, Jim. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well tonight. Wait till the big suck 2022 begins. I don't know. I'm hoping 2022 is an improvement. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm keeping my toes crossed too, because I ran out of vitamins and they're cramping and twisting. But yeah, I mean, you know, we could only hope and pray that 2022 is a vast improvement over 2020 and 2021. Notice I didn't say bros and hoes. Yep, I noticed you. I noticed you didn't. Yeah, exactly. Hope for the best, expect the worst. You are correct. That's something that my dad used to say all the time. Don't get your hopes up. Pray for the best, but be prepared for the worst. Oh, good. Back hurts, but hope all are well. Your back, my head. This has been going on since 20 minutes after 3 this morning, and it's just got worse as the day's gone on. So I think I used the word ice pick being twisted in the back of my head earlier as the perfect example of what this feels like. This is the most intense pain I remember feeling my entire life. I mean, bad enough I had to shut the light off, and I've actually been glancing around to see where my sunglasses are at to block out the rest of it, but I couldn't read the chat if I had them on. So 2021 has to be better. I won't do that again. Hi, JC. Glad you're back. I'm a dragon. I hate those long headaches. It's all right, bud. It's all right. Um, I've never experienced one like this. I've had migraines before that lasted for a few hours, but usually when I shut the lights off and stuff, they slowly dissipate. This one has not dissipated at all. It has increased in intensity, and it's just continuously going. So I'm hoping by tomorrow morning, this puppy's gone. Dragon ass. Oh, yeah. I figured when you said dragon, that's exactly what you meant. Scotland, 1636. Cramps. I've been feeling all day and night. I feel like a 12 gauge 3-inch mag shot in my belly. Ow. Great description, but ow. Skull cap is great for migraines. Yeah, well, you know something, so's decapitation. If it ain't connected to your body anymore, you ain't feeling it. Earlier today, the wife messaged me on her break and she asked me how I was feeling, and I told her I just wish my head would explode. I just wish it would explode in the pain. If it's not there anymore, I can't feel the pain of this headache, and I don't got to worry about stressing over stuff anymore. There can be only one. But I would like to thank whoever suggested or said this morning they were sitting there watching Knight Rider on Netflix, because that's what I watched today. I flipped on Netflix and I turned on the old Knight Rider with David Hasselhoff and had flashbacks to back when I was a little guy. All right, Rusty. You go take care of your wife, and we'll talk to you later, bud. I hope she gets to feeling better. Moving up, 112 sub. Damn shame most don't come back. Yeah, we're getting there. I looked earlier. What am I at? 113 now. Basket hilt versus rapier. Rapier is easier to move. It's easier to duel with. Basket hilt is a crusher. Plain and simple, a basket hilt is a crusher. There's a whole unique fighting technique to a basket hilt. I've never had the chance to use a rapier, but I've used my basket hilt to spar with somebody with a rapier. And the maneuverability of a French style rapier is so much smoother. Of course, that's the difference between, an 1.5-inch blade and, a 3-inch blade. Also the difference between 3 foot and 4.5 foot. A lot more heavier steel, much harder to maneuver. Um, don't hassle the Hoff. Like the old A-Team TV show back in the 80s. I love the A-Team. Mark actually sent me a picture today of Mr. T's GMC van. I don't know if somebody in South Bend, Indiana, was cruising around in one or not, but it looked just like the one off the show. At 162. Cool. Cool. Good job. Keep going. 162 is great. That first 100 is really hard. Your next big milestone is 500, and after that it's 1,000. And after 1,000, that's when you really start to get the people coming in. I didn't think the first time around I was ever going to hit 1,000. And I hit 1,000 on New Year's last year, and then it dropped, I think 30 within just a couple of days. And the numbers got within a couple weeks, got back up to 1,000 again, and then it just started growing. I seen months with 300 new people coming in, and I seen months with 10 or 15. In my opinion, basket hilt all day long. Oh yeah, definitely basket hilt, especially if you want to, inflict massive damage. Definitely basket hilt. I was a young kid back in the 80s. I was a young kid back in the 80s. Well, 11, 12, 13. Use both. The rapier is heavier than most might think. You were 17 in 1980, and I was, let me see here. I was 12 in 1980. I'd be going back out in springtime making more paranormal videos. We're looking at different investigations for this winter. Inside investigations, of course. In the spring, we'll start doing our cemeteries and stuff again, our outside investigations. But we're compiling a list right now of winter investigations, inside investigations, hotels, libraries, bookstores, things like that, theaters. I got an awesome 49 subs. Whoop, whoop. There you go. I've been here 12 years and only got 179. Which I don't understand, man. When you was doing the tree cutting videos and stuff like that, I was loving them. I don't see how you only got 179. I shared out those videos all the time when I ran across them. I wasn't trying for any, so I'm quite impressed with 263. I was 12 in the 80s. I was 4 in 1980. Oh, you're 4 years older than my wife is. She was born in 1980. Maybe bad people like my smartest comments and stuff. 1980, I was 17. Ghostbuster style. Me and mom take winter time as downtime due to mom's knees are messed up. I know, I love Jim's videos too. Yeah, my knees are the same way, paranormal. The cold air just really ekes into my knees and my ankles and stuff. Now, I mean, I don't mind doing inside investigations where places are still active by people, not active as in paranormal. But you know, the heat's on. I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. It's pretty much what happened. Man, those videos. Pretty much 1977 here. Um, I was born a great year, 76. See any of my videos, Drew? I've been seeing your videos, JC. When they pop up, I see them. I mean, you told me about the one this morning about the T-bird, and I went over and uh, no, I didn't either because I left the room and went in there to lay down because of my headache. I've not been on YouTube at all today, except for these two live streams. I've been trying to stay away from as much light and noise as I can. Hey, Sonny. Good to see. I know that the JC's videos that I have seen, Adam, I love them. For being little tiny short videos, they're neat. I mean, she really shows a lot of herself in her videos. I love it when I get a chance to watch them. I try to be loyal. I love them and the food. Oh my God, tell me about it. I love her for doing her food videos. I hate her for making me hungry every damn time I watch one of her food videos. Yeah, she makes me hungry a lot of the time too. I can't wait till I go back to the smoke shop, get more smoke to feel better. I don't even want to think about the smoke shop thing. I've got one unopened pack, and I got a pack laying down here, and that's it. So believe me, I know. We've been working on my truck. I'm exhausted. I checked my sugar. It's really low, so I'm eating and listening. Good idea. Good idea. Definitely do not risk yourself when it comes to that sugar thing. Can I send my wife to stay with you a while, JC? I bet she wouldn't, bitch, about your cooking. Oh, that's good. Homegrown myself. I wouldn't mind going out to the shooting range. Going out to the shooting range. That'd be kind of cool. Oh. Was in the hospital after my car accident for almost a month. Haven't smoked since. It's really funny when I come out of my coma. The doctor was in the room when the wife when the wife said that she had my cigars in her purse for whatever day that they released me, and the doctor said you might want to be really careful of that. That'll make you very, very lightheaded. Might even make you sick at your stomach. You've gone 10 days, 11 days without one. Your body is still out of whack. And boy, I smoked like 3 of those things before I even got out of the city. I got in the front seat of my buddy's Jeep rolled his window down, and I fired right up. Oh, let me see here. Jim, you know a can of pork and beans isn't home cooking. That's probably why she. Yeah, that might be it. That might be it. I spend many minutes on supper. And you know, it's really funny when I made the pot of chili last night. I put peppers and onions and everything into the meat, cooked it all up, drained it, put half the meat in the chili, and put half of it in a bowl in the fridge. I still had a half a can of tomato juice and still had a can of red beans. And we wiped out about 3/4 of that chili last night. And logic dictated to me that we might as well knock out the leftovers in the fridge because Christmas is coming up and there'll be leftovers to go in the fridge. So I pulled the rest of the meat that I had in the fridge out today, threw it in what was left of the chili, put the other can of tomato juice in there, and then put the can of beans in and put it on a slow simmer. And we had chili again tonight, and it's almost gone. There might be enough for Grandma to eat for lunch tomorrow, and that's it. So that's how I cook. I use up the leftovers. I'm looking for my deer stew recipe. Ooh. Now you chop a dog in there. Chef's kiss. If I add some mustard, bacon grease, and ketchup to Bush's beans, it's home cooked. See, if I make deer stew, I'm going to have to hitchhike to your house. Yeah. Dogs and the Bush's baked beans rocks. High dollar beans. Very high dollar beans. My first YouTube channel was hacked. Had to make a new channel. This is my second channel. On income, mom is on fit income, but our bills are paid. Christmas has to wait. I'm a single guy. I eat like absolute shite. Does it matter what breed you use? I use bulldog. It's always tough and chewy. I think the little wiener dogs are probably the best. I mean, they cut into bite-sized pieces, and I know a lot of people prefer to use like a Chihuahua, but as much as they shake, they're just pretty much nothing but gristle anyway. So yeah, given the option, I think one of them little wiener dogs would probably be best. I mean, who don't like wieners in their baked beans? I made a killer roadkill stew last week. Nothing beats it. Roadkill stew, huh? Bits and pieces of possum, coon, whatever the semi left intact on that deer, an owl, few crows, what? Bits and pieces of 2 or 3 gophers, some potatoes and carrots and onions. Boom, roadkill stew. Labrador is best. Huh, never had Labrador. High dollar beans means what? Bushes. 3 times the price of a can of generic. It means he spent too much money on it. Mostly Maui Wowie with a little Labrador. Actually, a small deer, very tender victuals. Oh, okay, I got you. Makes sense. Yeah, I take Beans a lot to the Civil War events with me, and the wife was actually going to get me Bush's baked beans last year to take to one of the events, and I told her no, I can get 3 cans of this brand for the price of 1 can of Bush's, and it's the same size can, but get 3 times the amount for the same price. She said, "Well, as long as I'm not eating them, we're good." Little does she know that I've snuck them in on her a few times. Hey, Paul. Ho, ho, ho yourself, buddy. Glad to see you, man. I fried that Bambi in the bacon grease. Man, nothing smells or tastes better. Paul, stop calling me that. Wow. I, I don't think he was calling you a ho-ho. I mean, that's just my opinion, but I don't think he was calling you a ho-ho. I like to buy the tin bean soup with some pork, slow cooked. That tin bean soup is really good too. Well, if the go fits, I I think you mean if the hoe fits. Yeah, there we go. Okay. If the ho fits, wear like a belt. Got my present. Got to go take a hit and smoke. Be back soon. All right, Jim. Sounds good, bud. I did have lamb cooked in hoggle with tomato rice. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, got a Christmas card today, y'all, from Bonita and Norma Green. Um, they pop up here in the chat on occasion. First Christmas card I've got this year, but it's a cute little pony with a little cardinal sitting on the bench next to it. I'm old school. I prefer joints. I know that sounds good, don't it? Lamb and hobble with tomato rice. Mm-mm-mm. I love lamb. The wife hates lamb. I love it. Didn't invite me. Got lamb in the freezer. See, I'm one of them really sacrilegious people. I wanted venison for Christmas dinner. I mean, you eat turkey on Thanksgiving. I would gladly eat rabbit on Easter and venison on Christmas. I mean, that's just me. I'd even put like a little cherry tomato on the end of it and tell the little kids that was Rudolph's nose. But I mean, that's just my evil side. My mother-in-law's recipe. Oh, nice. Lamb is like deer, can be delicious or nasty depending on how it's cooked. I can agree with that. I like mint for lamb. JC, how you doing? Hey, Wook. Good to see you, bud. Yes, I would eat Rudolph for Christmas. See, I like authentic Greek food, and gyros is has always been one of my favorite. And regardless of what they tell you, um, I can very easily tell when it's the lamb beef mix meat strip, or if it's strictly lamb, um, by the whole flavor of the gyro, even through the cucumber dressing and the veggies and the feta cheese and everything. Um, we have one Greek place here in town. It's actually a diner, but the owners of it are Greek. They were born in Greece, and they actually use lamb, like real lamb strip on their gyros, and it is so amazing, so amazing. I want to try bear. I've had bear before. Bear is actually really good. I'm gonna have Chef Boyardee for Christmas. Wow. Well, I mean, at least go out and get some of the turkey fried onions and just put the Chef Boyardee in a small casserole dish and sprinkle the turkey fried onions on top of it and bake it. Maybe some cheese with it. Make it something special. It's a holiday, man. Make it something special. Hey, Rakesh. Good to see you again. Mm. Gator is really good if it's cooked right. I think I've told you guys before, I had gator when I was in Texas, and they deep fried it for too long, so it was very hard, very rubbery. I heard a lot of people on the street complaining about how they cook their gator. Uh, Most people said that it's got a very good texture, almost like a chicken, the texture of it, where it peels apart. Because it's a very muscular meat, so it just pulls on the fibers. Um, but I'm game to try it again. I'm stupid. I'll do it a second time. Um, he's my personal chef. I'm kind of a big deal. It actually sounds good. Like bear myself and love venison. Oh, I know I love venison too. A great pizza kit. Happy Christmas to you too, Rakesh. Um, we've still got 4 big old days till Christmas. I'll be on here Wednesday morning and evening. I'll be on here Friday morning and evening on Christmas Eve. Um, and then we can get it over with and past us and forget about it. My life, I only love first was a baby. Um, I don't do much cooking myself due to no way to cook except for my grill. I really I really love grilling. It's one of my favorite things to do is grill. Um, we'll get in the mood for burgers or something this winter, and if it's not like a blizzard outside, I'll go out and fire the grill up and grill burgers on the grill. I won't care. I don't care. American, I stay with her. That is life. It is life. I actually eat out a lot. I used to. She met me on the airport on the plane. Very cool, Rakesh. Very cool. Sometimes those loves in your life are the ones that you don't expect to meet. Sometimes those are the strongest ones, the ones you find when you're not looking. Check out a channel called MAV. I was a cook for 20 years. Now I just don't have the heart for it no more. We still cook in the fire pit during the winter when it's not raining. When I lived on a private hunting and fishing club, I'd grill all year round. Oh, wow. My dad always would. He kept the grill in the garage in the wintertime. He'd go right out there in the garage and fire it up, crack the door open about yay far, fire that sucker up. You walk out there and in that garage and it's warm as all get out and just smells so good. But the old man was one for sauteing vegetables and butter and everything else on the grill, just to keep it going. Well, that kid makes good chow. Horrible now. How is coronavirus doing in America? So far, it's starting to impact things. It is starting to impact things. All right, Marco, you go get some sleep, mi amigo. Another day of work tomorrow. Sorry, but you take care and have a good evening, and we'll see you in a couple days. 5,000 acres, but too many weekend warriors. Good to see you, brother. Come by and see what happened. We need Trump back. So you pass through your heart without reason. Time is out. Going to bed. Yep, I'm kind of with you on that one, Beth. There was just a thing on the news a couple days ago talking about how some of our major hospitals are already up to capacity. What's really sad is 40 some odd % of the people in those hospitals had the vaccinations. Half of those had already had the double vaccinations. So yep, you take care, Marco. We'll see you later, my friend. I live in one of the holdout states. We'll probably never go back on lockdown. I'm going to bed after this stream. Not feeling too good. Oh, I am too. Don't think for a second I'm not. I'm pushing now. My head was like a drum at 8, but I'm gonna push it these last 20 minutes. And a good part had the booster also. Yeah, they have. Sonny, you need 2 shots and a doobie tube. I can't wait to go back into lockdown. They might even burn downtown down again. Never know what people are going to do. That's the crazy thing about it. We might actually be in Trapper's neck of the woods next summer. Mark was saying something the other day about there being something in Minnesota that he wanted to do. A very, very haunted cemetery or something in Minnesota. So we might actually be in Trapper's neck of the woods somewhere, hopefully within 50 or 75 miles from him. I need to go over there and raid his meat freezer and bring back like good quality victuals from Minnesota. Me 3, I get up 2:30 for coffee before I head to work. Wow. I have alcohol because of half pancreas. Free in Arizona. I love. I'm allergic to the weed also. Shower and a joint. No, she's allergic to it. She's allergic to it. Well, thanks, Paul. I appreciate that, bud. I don't remember exactly where the place was Mark was talking about, but I'm pretty sure it was Minnesota. But I guess there's some like legendary haunted cemetery, and I know he was talking about going to investigate that, doing an overnight, like a weekend thing, driving over one day, doing the investigation, getting a hotel, driving back the next day. Of course, that's all based on the finances. Some people in life meet, and I'm so excited to meet like you. I appreciate that, Rakesh. I really do. I just fired one up. Oh man, fork it out. So good. I just had a bad day. Didn't have time to watch the sugar numbers. Like your grandfather. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I think you told us about your ancestors before, Paul. Um, I wish we could get in there, do a double investigation while we're over there. That'd be kind of cool. All right, Rakesh. You take care of yourself. Have a good night, and we'll see you on Sunday. Have a happy Christmas. So we'd miss you if something happened. Yes, we would. Yes, we would. Very much miss Sunny if something happened to her. But then again, I would miss each and every one of you if anything happened to you. We have slowly started rebuilding our family again. And frankly, if I lost that, I wouldn't know what to do. Plain and simple. My kids would say I'm too bullheaded. Yeah, that happens at our age. Get too stubborn to give up the ghost. My wife will kill me any day now. So been My wife will kill me any day now. So been fun. Jim, you've been saying that since the day I met you, and she ain't killed you yet. So apparently she's keeping you around for bigger and better things. But we're good, Drew. I keep everyone in my prayers. It's kept me for 27 years. Yeah, yeah. Ever hear from Nick at all? I messaged him and never heard back. I actually messaged him the other day. No, I messaged him when I started the new channel and sent the new channel link to him. And he looked at the message, but never responded. So I have no clue what's going on. Told him everybody's asked about him, everybody's missed him. Hope him and the family were doing fine. Here's the new channel link. I had to shut down, or I lost the old channel. Here's the new link to the new channel. And he looked at it, and that's it. So I don't know. Oh, and I wanted to let everybody know too that I got a hold of Kaz. I actually messaged her day before yesterday. Kaz has been having problems with her phone. It's not letting her log on to any of her social media. She's hoping to have a new phone. She's hoping to have it before Christmas Eve, but she doesn't know for sure if she's going to be able to. But she told me to tell everybody hello and that she would be back on here just as soon as she could be back on here. I was thinking about Nick a couple days ago. She needs you. She would, or you wouldn't be here now. Shh. Do not go quietly into the gentle night. Rage, rage, rage against the dying of the light. Nick a couple days ago, accusing me of poisoning her. She'll get me first. Well, if she gets rid of you first, she's going to starve to death. I think she probably knows that. So, I mean, if nothing else, if she's going to keep you around to keep herself around. Just out of spite. Right, I'm a tough old fart. Yeah, I haven't heard from him in a while. Sent him a happy Thanksgiving back in November. Nothing. Hope he's doing all right. She keeps my 38 Smith by her bed. Still, you don't shoot the cook. Plain and simple. When you don't cook yourself, you don't kill your only source of sustenance. She doesn't want anyone to get you. That's it. That's why she keeps that there, for your protection. Cooks have leniency. Yes, they do. She don't want you to be abducted is the whole deal. That's why she keeps that 38 right there, just in case somebody breaks in the house and tries to take you. It's there for it's there for your personal protection. Like a fart in an elevator, strong and unexpectable. Yeah. See, if you're going to take out your own sister for your husband, you're not going to get rid of your husband. Not unless he becomes a complete and total pain in the arse, and then you're forced to do it. But I mean, that's not you at all. Or the wife knows she's a better shot. This guy farted in front of me in Aldi's line, I think. So she's protecting the fruit of her life. I love that. The fruit of her loins or looms. Either or. Wow. Been together for 40 years. We're stuck, I'm afraid. Wow. Jim cooks. Jim cooks very well. I would like to get Jim and JC together in a grill off sometime. And of course, I'll be the judge. Cause, well, it's meat. Um, 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 no. That's what she said. I don't know. What's the correct response to that? If she's going to get rid of you, Jim, it would have been gone a long time ago. My ex left me for a big bad bouncer in a bar, and she got a hold of me quick. Hey, Terry. No, not really. Actually, worse than I was this morning, but I'm still alive and I'm here. No, because she's my boss. Oh, in a cannibal way. I think I would really honestly have to be on the verge of death before I would ever cannibalize a person. Is she still the boss? I mean, Adam, you're going to have to die of natural causes or something before. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I'm afraid I would find a way to trap mice first before I turn to another human being for a food source. Probably eat me some long snacks. He did leave me beside the road a long way from home, but I found my way home. Well, she was testing your skills as an outdoorsman. I don't think that she was like trying to abandon you. I think she was just seeing if you knew your way home. I'd never do cannibal meat. No, I would eat anyone if within 20 minutes. Spoil him up, make soup. With love, of course. Yeah, of course. Is she still the boss? No, Paul just tries to be. There you go. Just let her think she's in charge. That's it. She probably was letting you sober up for the walk home. Wow. Ouch. Ooh, ouch. Poke, poke, prod, poke, poke, prod. All right, guys, we made it a full 2 hours. Don't know how the hell I did it, but we did it. Full 2 hours. We got less than a minute to go. But you guys all have a good Tuesday. Be checking out or be looking for that video tomorrow before noon Eastern Standard Time. Of course, I will be on Wednesday morning, as usual, unless I'm dead or just can't see. I'm hoping this is gone by tomorrow morning. I'm praying this is gone by tomorrow morning. I don't want another day like today. So, saw some video on cannibal tribe in Africa. They're boiling some dude up in a giant pot. Wow. She's cleaned my puke up a couple of dozen bad nights. Peace, love, chicken grease. You too, bud. Many moons ago. Good night. Good night, Jim. Take care, bud. Paul. Yeah, there you go. Don't end up in a stew. Great words. I might use those at the end of a video sometime. Y'all take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. And don't wind up in a stew pot. But you guys all have a great evening. Have a great Tuesday. And don't let the reptilians eat you. Exactly. Do not let the reptilians eat you. They eat you raw. They don't wait for you to die first. But you guys have a good Tuesday. Be looking out for the video. It'll be out by noon tomorrow. It should be out by noon, unless, of course, I have problems editing again, which I don't foresee. It's such a short video. But we will see you on Wednesday morning, 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as usual. And then again at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Wednesday evening. Chad, it's bedtime for me. Had a nice time as usual. Go in peace and love. You too, Templar. You too. Take care of yourself. Get some sleep. We'll catch you here in a couple of days. But until next time, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. And like Paul said, don't wind up in a stew. We'll see y'all later. Take care.